touching on the top prop bets in MLB today. So we end up having a pretty good day yesterday on the MLB front. The only miss was Patrick Wisdom, who did not get a hit. 4 for 5 on the day. Fun day. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the top MLB props for today. Let's start with my favorite, and I'm going to put those in quotes, and that's going to be a hitting-based fantasy score prop. And actually, we are getting a little bit more fantasy score props as I start recording this. So kind of my golden rule for doing this fantasy score-based hitting props is find the one prop in which the Vegas line is over. Okay, that's one. And then two, to find out where the projection is also suggesting that the over should hit as well compared to the PrizePicks line. And so I started out this video thinking Starling Marte would be the best prop to go with on the day. And to be fair, just based off the data, I think that is going to be true as well. So Starling Marte would be my favorite prop of the day thus far in terms of projection versus the prop line. But we are getting another good one. Jose Ramirez here, not a terrible prop there. Pete Alonso's fine. So we are getting some decent ones like right here as well, where both the prop line based off the average sportsbook odds is suggesting the over and the projection is over. So not terrible props in terms of hitting score. Now I want to go ahead and break down some pitching props that I think are going to be good enough for the day. Oh, geez. So this was one that I liked. I'm glad I was able to get in before the video started. Another one that just got propped. Tanner over 5 strikeout. He is projected to get 4.97, and he was favored at 53, round up to 54% chance to get the over. Let's just go ahead and discuss why. If you guys want to go in and use this one still, you can certainly do so. So looking at it, he had his first start. He got called up last game, had 8 strikeouts in that game. It was a pretty good start for him. The worry that I have is that he only pitched 5.2 innings. We're going to need more than that, right? And so for him to get 5 innings or 5 strikeouts in 5 innings pitched is not exactly ideal. So I actually might be pumping the brakes on this one, but he was sharp in the last game, 8 strikeouts in that one. So probably just staying away from that one now. Let's go ahead and get into my next favorite one. So looking at, I don't mind Michael Wacha over 4.5 strikeouts. This is definitely going to be predicated on the matchup with Cincinnati. The Padres will be playing at home today. And if you look at the Cincinnati Reds, away home and away splits, they are much worse in terms of strikeouts in away game. And so I think just given that discrepancy, I mean, they're the worst in away games in terms of strikeouts. So with that, Wacha should be able to get the same innings and thus some strikeouts. If he gets 5 innings, I do think he's going to be able to get 5 strikeouts. And on top of that, over the last 3 games, the Reds have been just terrible in terms of strikeouts as well. 12.96 given up per 9 innings. Really bad there on that front as well. Now, what's the biggest issue with Wacha? Well, he hasn't really pitched all too well. We can see 3 games he's pitched over 5 innings, which is great. If we get 6 innings out of him, it's going to be tough to imagine him knocking the over. But he also has been getting slapped around. 3 runs given up, 5 runs given up, 7 runs given up, 4 runs given up. We need this production out of him, okay? Just so that we can get those 6 innings, thus get those 5 strikeouts. Then I also do not mind Joe Ryan over 6 strikeouts. The issue that I have with any pitching prop that is now being valued as a push is that it does take a full another strikeout to get there. That's a big concern to me. Now, sure, it's great to maybe get a push on Taco Tuesday to pair with the taco and maybe another prop. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But at the same time, I don't exactly love it. And we can see, yes, out of his 5 starts thus far this season, 4 of them has been 6 or more strikeouts, and he has gotten the over 3 times. Now, why do I like this prop? Well, he gets a matchup with the Sox, who have been the worst team in terms of strikeouts thus far this season. And then also, if you look at it over the last 3 games, they've been the 5th worst. So chances are Joe Ryan, who has been pitching extremely well, is going to be able to get those strikeouts. And maybe you're thinking, well, can I do pitching fantasy score? You could potentially do that as well. We can see has just been balling out there in terms of pitcher fantasy score. And we can see like the innings have been there, the quality starts have been there. It's just whether or not he's going to get a win. Okay. Even in that game in which he did get a win against Boston, because the strikeouts weren't there and because he gave up 3 runs, he did not get the over fantasy score, but still has been pitching extremely well. I also don't mind fantasy score here to include in there. So like the NBA DFS video, like these are all solid props just yet, but I do value you guys' time and I value your guys' bankroll. To me, it's still like these are all solid props. Don't get me wrong. Like if you want to use them, go ahead and do it. But in terms of bankroll management, I wouldn't overextend it too much today. Like sure, Wacha, Joe Ryan, if I had to choose 2 and the Starling Marte one, I like those ones. Okay. Like those are solid props. And in terms of like the taco where, you know, we just need to hit 6 total bets And if you guys are curious about that strategy, go in and watch that video where we need to go ahead and only hit 6 total bets. I'm fine using these ones because I do feel confident that at least 50% of them are going to hit on the day, whether that be NBA or MLB. But that's going to be it. If you guys want to join 9to5, get access to that cheat sheet. It is available for $10 a month. Let's have a good slate. And as always, let's keep cashing. Oh, like and subscribe as well, guys. All right, let's have a good slate. And as always, let's keep cashing.